Hi everybody, it's Annette and welcome back to Topiary. Today I'm going to prune my box bushes. I've got 4 to prune. I do have 5 bushes, but I've pruned one already. I just had to get it out of the way. But the box bushes that I have are kind of my nemesis. I hate them. So I love the greenery, I love the structure, but we are plagued by the box caterpillar, and it decimates, various parts of each box ball, and it's just really annoying. So we've tried using the traps. I think the traps attract the females or the males, I can't remember, I'll have to look that up. So the traps attract one sex of the caterpillar, and that supposedly prevents them mating, and then you don't get so many caterpillars. That didn't work. We've tried using nematodes, and that only works if you repeat it through the season, and I just don't have the time to do that. And the thing is with box is that there are so many other options out there. So there are some, small leaved evergreen plants that you can use instead, and I'm starting to investigate those, but the difficulty I'm finding is that they're a bit slower growing. One of the things that I think I might put in this bed here by the corridor is pittosporum, and there's a really lovely silver leafed one that creates a ball shape naturally and doesn't get too big, and I've got that growing in the front garden in the pots outside the front door, and I really like the colour, so I may well replace these 2 box balls with the pittosporum. So on with pruning the box balls. You can do this any time of the year really that makes you happy. Obviously if you do it before the growing season, then that's a good thing because it will thicken up. Also, if you do it before the growing season, you're less likely to be doing it in full sun. And so if you do it on like a really hot sunny day, you'll find that the cut edges of your box gets scorched, and so it'll sort of it'll look a bit brown. They won't die, but just the leaves don't look particularly happy. You can prune it in the sun and then cover it with like a very light layer of horticultural fleece or some sheets or something to protect it from the sun, but I just can't bother to do that. So I prune my box at this time of the year before it gets too hot. That's why I'm pruning my box right now. Sometimes I give it a prune in the autumn, but I didn't get round to it last year. I was abroad. So they look a little bit messy, and I'm going to show you the damage that the box caterpillar did, and then I'll show you how I'm going to prune it. You can use shears to prune your box, and a lot of people swear by shears, but because mine are ball shaped, I find it a lot easier to use a tool, which is my Bosch. This is not an advert, but this is what I use. This is the reason that I bought this pruner, is because it's so much easier to prune your box with something like this. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll show you how easy it is. And I think it gives a really good result. And so long as it's sharp, I think it does the same thing as shears. I'm sure there are many pruning experts who would disagree with me, but I'm really happy to do my home garden with this tool, and it makes such light work of it. The other thing I would say is that it's a really good idea to put an old sheet or some horticultural fleece or I don't know, newspaper, something down on the ground to catch your box clippings, because it can be a bit annoying to go around and pick them up afterwards. I am not doing that today because I think it's easier to see what I'm doing if I don't have the sheet underneath. Also, I just want to mention that if you're pruning into a ball shape and you want it to be circular, don't forget to prune underneath. So you need to sort of cut it into that round shape. Don't forget to take a step back as you're doing it, just to make sure you are making a round shape. If that's the shape you're going for, obviously you could do squares, triangles, cones, any shape you like, but mine are balls, and so they're supposed to be curved underneath. I'm literally just going to start pruning. Okay, so this here and these sort of browny bits, this is not blight. This is where the caterpillars have eaten the stems. You can kind of see that the stems are naked. There are no leaves, and they just munch away at the leaves. And that's the problem. So you can sort of see on the top as well that, you know, there are patches where they've just eaten all the leaves. And it's supposed to look like this all over, not like this bit here. And that's why I don't like box balls anymore. So this area here, this is all dead leaves because this got attacked, and round this side here as well there's a load of brown stuff because that side got attacked. So when you think you've finished your pruning, just give it a once over with your hand like this, and it will first of all get rid of all the cuttings, but it will also show you if you've got a bit sticking up somewhere. If you leave the cuttings in, it's not bad, it's just that they'll go brown and then you'll have brown bits in your bush. So you can see the damage that's been done here by the caterpillar last year. That will grow out again this year, but it'll probably get attacked in some other spot, like, you know, around here. It was attacked there as well last year, and it's just so annoying. But, you know, I've got a nice round shape. So that's it for today. I've finished doing the pruning, and I hope you'll agree that they do look much better. Good luck if you've got problems with your caterpillars too, or even box blight, which is even worse. I want to touch wood and say we haven't got that yet in this garden, but actually I really don't intend to keep the box bushes for much longer. I will be replacing them. I will link in the description below the Bosch tool that I was using in case you're interested. This is not an ad, but I do love it for doing this. It does the job really quickly, and it's really light, so for somebody like me with shoulder problems and all that sort of stuff, that it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic for anybody. This is not an ad. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, found it useful and interesting, and if you have, do subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting loads more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.